Hi everyone, welcome to Let's Play Blood Bowl. We're going to be playing a campaign today on hard mode. So as you can see, we're starting off a new goblin team. We will have some fun here. Goblins are probably my favourite team to play just because they're very light-hearted and you can't really take it seriously when you're playing as them. So definitely not one I'd advise you starting with if you're trying to take the game seriously. But I think this will be a nice fun series for us to watch. So the hater's gonna hate, and you'll have a team motto, anything but a 1. The most important part of starting any Blood Bowl is obviously building your first roster. So in campaign mode, we get invited to different competitions. So we're going to go into the only one we're eligible for and hire some players. As you can see, we are going to start off with the Trolls, the two most important players on any Goblin roster. And as a nice fun little thing, I decided I would name some of my players after different patrons. So thanks a lot, Jerry. You can be number 1 troll, the big bad troll. And yeah, hold to the big troll. There we go. Thanks a lot, Jerry. I appreciate your money. Try and not die too soon. In game, obviously. In person, try and not die ever. Second troll, and this one is for Sam. Thanks a lot, Sam. If anybody else would like to feature in the game, obviously you're more than welcome to jump on the Patreon. There are only going to be 16 players on the roster, but as people die, we'll replace them with new people, and I'll do my best to keep you alive, you know. I'm not going to just needlessly throw away my goblins. So after a troll, I tend to only take 3 of the special weapons, just because if you take all of them, it cuts into your finances, and 2, it actually cuts into your player base, because they get sent off if they're a secret weapon after each play. So I tend to not use a bombardier that much. The polegoer doesn't get sent off, so I'll always take him. But the loony and the fanatic are my 2 go-to secret weapons. The chainsaw loony is really good against any of the really low armor teams. He just smashes them, and it just really helps control anyone who's going to get into your backfield. It tends to be a player I blitz with quite a lot. And then the fanatic is just in there to beef up that line of scrimmage when you need it. The polegoer is always going to be my guy in the backfield, trying to play sweeper normally just because of that extra speed. But he's very tricky. If you try and score with him too much, you're going to put him in dangerous positions. But that movement 7 is really important. And then we fill out the rest of the roster with goblins. This time, because I wanted to start off with 2 rerolls and an apothecary, I only take a roster of 15. So I get 10 goblins, 2 trolls, 1 loony, 1 polegoer, 1 fanatic. Thinking behind that is, if you lose a troll in the first match, it's really difficult. So we take an apothecary. 2 rerolls, because it's cheaper buying your rerolls at the start, so you don't want to skimp on those. And then you've got 30 left, so I just do a nice balance of 1 of each. Yeah, there we go. And off to the game. So straight away, because of the way the campaign works, you tend to have some big inducements to start with, and because I left a gap in the roster, we're going to jump straight into a big guy and take Ripper. That gives me a really beefy line of scrimmage. 3 trolls in the Ripper, always a star player. He doesn't have really stupid, so you can't really get your rerolls with him, but you're going to get some extra hitting power. And we're playing against the Agrug Eruptors, I think, something like that, the Nurgle Rotters team. And this will be game 1 of our campaign. So when I'm playing against Nurgle, it's relatively difficult, especially if that beast of Nurgle can tie up too many goblins. the Chaos Warriors hit really hard, but you're goblins, so everything normally hits you really hard. And we're playing in the Frozen North. It doesn't really matter. The game effects are randomised anyway, but I believe we are going to get some adverse weather conditions and everything in this game anyway. So let's get into it. I tend to like to play defense early with the goblins. If I can control the first offense and try and thin them out with my special weapons and stuff like that. We have a quick look here. I'm not going to start off with Fanatic because I don't want him to get sent off in the first drive. So I make a decision, I'm going to keep the Looney in there, but the Fanatic's going to get subbed. Then for my defensive line, I don't want all three trolls right in the middle. I want to have them spread out so it's hard to pick on all of them. Get the Looney up there so that he can bring his chainsaw to bear early. And then spread out, make sure there's no empty tackle zones for them to just waltz in and get into my backfield. It's not foolproof, but this tends to be one of my default kinds of deployments. Yeah, we'll plug those holes. So both of my trolls with Really Stupid have got a goblin to tell them to hit things, and then the balloon is protected by a Ripper, so let's get it on. Try and drop it in the backfield and fail miserably. Put it right in front of a line of scrimmage, so if I can survive this, it could be okay. I could get some decent punches in there, but oh, okay. Not a good start. Troll down to the first block of the game. Luckily regeneration's come in there, so he's only going to be out for this drive. But not a good start at all. That is a hole in the line I'm going to have to put. Yeah, so playing goblins, your trolls are relatively important. You know, I'm not going to lie. That's good. He regenerated that niggling injury. I wasn't going to use a reroll because he wasn't dead and my other troll could have come back on. So I would have lived with a niggling injury if needed, but luckily he regenerated it, so it's not too bad. That Beast of Nurgle's occupied an annoying position, so it's just going to tie up that goblin to be relatively useless. Two trolls dying, let's see what we can do. So start off, we chainsaw somebody in the face with the Looney, always a good start. And then Ripper, where are you going to go? Oh, the ball carrier is right in front of you. Let's go and smash him. Yeah, I'm not going to waste a reroll on that. Just push him and follow up. So the computer did nasty things to us at the start with some dice mechanics, but then he did leave his ball carrier open and let us get Ripper right next to him. So all is not lost. And try to dodge out, and Tactical will stop that. As I was saying, the Beast of Nurgle is going to be really annoying. I'm trying to decide now if I'm going to try and punch some of these and just try and make some space. And there we go, have to reload that one. So my thinking here is I need to just start controlling some of the players. I can't let them get around both flanks. I need one flank contained so that I can basically play on the other one. And this is where we start being goblins. We dodge, 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 be all sneaky gits and run around. Now, these ones, if I had my reroll, I would probably throw the block quite happily, but I didn't, so then I killed myself. So 2 trolls dying and a goblin. Again, you'll notice that goblin is dead and I still didn't use the apothecary reroll. Because it's a goblin, there's plenty more where they came from. Yeah, so I probably shouldn't have thrown that block, but it did take him down with us as well, so not the worst. Yeah, that was probably a mistake, let's be honest. I've not played Blood Bowl in a while, but not having the reroll for that was bad. He tried to pass the ball through. Okay, so the ball is open. Oh no, sorry, he tried to jump away and drop the ball. So, let's see what we can do. If we can get bodies, tackle zones on the ball now.
What do you expect?
I'll just try and pick it up. No, I think tackle zones for now. Chainsaw doesn't chainsaw people this time. Ripper does his stuff.
As soon as he throws his first punch.
Don't follow up because I want to be closer to the ball. Now my pole goer is... Everyone's all locked up. That was silly of me last turn. Okay, we'll go for it. Let's pick the ball up, see what happens. We're going to go for full whack. Use the reroll and fail. It's only a 4 up, but 50-50. Sometimes you do shit out. I'm not too worried. I say the ball's on the ground. I've got a tackle zone on it. They don't. The goblin is unfortunately stood next to one of their players. Surprising. So the Looney didn't go out of the action from that tackle. I know they used to. If you went down with the chainsaw, he used to chop himself up. And they've got the ball back. That's not good. Another knocked out goblin. Losing players left, right and centre now. So I currently have Ripper, the pole goer, and 3 goblins. And then he's just knocking everyone into the tackle zones of the Beast of Nurgle. That's not good either. Okay. Safe moves first. Let's stand up the goblin next to a ball carrier. Ripper, do your job.
Ouch! That punch
And come on, move up. Now, some of them have to dodge out of here. Go on, Pogo, you can do it. Do I fail? I can't get anything better than that, so it's just going to be a difficult choice. What I should be looking to do now is like drop back and cover off, but we'll see. I'm pretty sure I go balls out to try and get some blocks on him. Yep. Just move them away and free up one of the goblins. All I need is a push. Yeah. No, don't follow. Don't stand next to Chaos Warrior, you stupid goblins. So, I'm going to bring him back in just to be coverage in case that beastman does a charge down the field. At least there's one person playing sweeper, and then see if a pogo can dodge out. Tentacles grabs him, no rerolls, so I'm screwed. Yep, nice easy block out there, opens up the beastman to run down the field. Ripper can still get to him with a bit of going for it action. And there we go, he's blocked off Ripper's approach. Ah, awesome. The Beast of Nurgle goes really stupid, so I can actually get these players back into a game, potentially. So get the loony up and just position him. Couple of gold for it, but it puts a tackle zone in there. So Safe moves first. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe we'll just send Ripper in and smash someone's face.
He sent him down for a chat with the Astro Granite.
There was a time when the colleges of magic hadn't yet ruled on limiting wizard assistance to teams.
Who could forget the infamous 24-72?
Choose not to go for it because he can't do the blitz anyway, but then get an extra tackle zone.
To sink into the earth.
Nobody could forget that. People were blinded for miles around the stadium.
And more goblin shenanigans. Let's see if he can do a go for it. Anything but a 1. He's fine. And then, whilst the troll's really stupid, this is where we need to dodge out.
This player needs some time to get his senses back.
What a coward.
Get up, loser.
And no, we fail horribly. So the only problem with playing against a computer on hard is it does sometimes feel like it doesn't make more intelligent plays, it just makes your dice rolls harder. Which sometimes you've got to live with. He goes for it once, goes for it twice, and 1-0 down, but at least my trolls should come back. Well, Rooney, however, is going to get sent off and didn't really have an impact, so that's a shame. I would have liked to have taken somebody out of the game, but it wasn't to be. Oh, let's pad the field again, and all I've got to do now is decide if I'm going to use a Fanatic or not. I think that was turn 4. Yeah, so it'll be turn 5. And yeah, I don't want to use him. I want to try and get as many turns as I can. So Fnatic comes off. And then we'll notice that I'm receiving the ball now. So I know exactly where that Beast of Nurgle is going to be. And it's in the centre of his line. So Ripper is going to go and help flank and create a nice strong flank for me. And the other trolls are hopefully going to hold up those Chaos Warriors and just try to not let that Beast of Nurgle be as effective as he was.
They might as well stay home and watch it on cable vision.
That's good, get an extra reroll, so taking one cheerleader, one coach and one fan factor at the start can give you a little bit of a boost against a lot of teams, because a lot of teams don't have the buying power for players as you do as a Goblin roster. So it's never a bad thing. You notice I didn't try to pick up the ball there, I'm just putting tackle zones on it for now. Because I'm happy for that ball to sit there a little bit longer. I'm confident even if I fail to pick it up, I can keep them out. So always try to do blocks with my trolls first, because if I get any injuries, they get star player points. Making Ripper, you know, he doesn't get star player points, he's a star player already. So whilst he's really powerful for this game, I need to make sure I try to get experience on my trolls where I can. And don't follow up again, I just want Ripper's tackle zones in there. This is the flank I'm going to be pushing when I get the ball.
Did you hear about the Evil Gits? The team that is made up of the mix of evil players?
Their fans won the Most Evil Supporters of the Year award. Fully merited from what I've seen.
So this is trying to set up the Dreamer. If I can get the correct blocks, I can push him out off the pitch. And then let's go for it. See if I can grab a ball. And no. I'm happy to say turn over the ball there, better than wasting my one and only reroll. There's no rush, I've got time. Their turn 6, so they've only got 3 turns, including this one, to pick it up and score if they want to take a 2-0 lead.
one that won't be coming back in a hurry.
And troll down, troll down.
Down and eat the dust.
The beast of Nurgle is blitzing and falls over on his go for it. Okay, so realistically I should be standing my troll up here. Yes, there we go. Decisions are relatively simple when you do the right things. I'm happy with my positioning of my players here, so if I can, Ripper could do a good blitz here. Okay, so Looney failed to pick up the ball. Pass it there, that's good. Now what we're going to do is plan for failure. Because when I inevitably fail with this blitz coming up, I want to have some tackle zones around the ball carrier. Make sure I still have some people around my troll so that they can carry on functioning. I don't know why I did that one. He probably should have stood one space back next to a troll. Yeah, just get tackle zones. Come on, Chris, you can do it. And then Ripper, do your thing. Push is acceptable. So, I don't want to hand the ball, sorry, I can't hand the ball off now because I've already done a handoff this turn. So, it would have to be a pass and a catch, which I'm not willing to risk anymore. I want to get that ball up on their end of the field so that he can't score again. And a nice hit from a troll. Don't follow him up. I'm quite happy keeping multiple tackle zones on that rotter. And then I do forget the movement of the beastmen. I believe I'll mess up here. Ah, it's not too bad. Maybe it's next round. Maybe it's next turn. I probably shouldn't give you spoilers, should I? It takes away from the enjoyment. Yeah, that's the beastman who goes and does stupid annoying things like covering the ball carrier. Okay, so let's put tackle zones on him. As inevitably, when things go wrong, that's where the ball is going to end up. So I'm now trying to decide if Ripper's going to do all of the work or if there's a better way of making it safer for my ball carrier to just get out of dodge.
Doping is really endemic in this sport.
So I can get a 2 dice block on him if I blitz with that goblin. And Pogo isn't doing anything, so chance for cheeky star player points if I happen to kill him. And I did not. He's down.
Hold still and then pow! Right in
We
the
will
face.
follow up with Shane the Pogo. Ripper, you can deal with this tackle zone. Oh, foul appearance. You have to be kidding me. Okay, let's get this up to a 2 dice block. That's fine. The goblins do it when Ripper can't.
They have some troll blood in them.
And then let's get down the field.
Shouldn't speak that way about the family.
This is a mistake, yeah.
Look, ready to score.
Unless a fan climbs
So
down
there's
from
that
the
beastman stood right next to my troll there, and I just don't cover him off properly. In my defence, see, all those Nurgle people look the same, you know? Is that racist against Nurgle rotters? No. Too many maggots either way. Oh, this is another mistake here. I don't leave anybody next to a troll. So bad at this game. But it is the first time I've played it in a while. Come on guys, cut me a break. End a turn, because I messed up and didn't get to tackle the troll. And then we have lots of people coming to smash my poor little goblins. No. This is the Beastman Blitz. And yeah, it's not too bad. Let's see. So I don't have any rerolls, so the safest thing to do is probably to take the 3-up dodge with a reroll, the inherent reroll from the dodge anyway, and just go. And the game doesn't screw me over. We go into the half time, 1 apiece. And there you go, some sexy goblin cheerleader action.
I reckon that several players will appreciate a few minutes rest.
Now, I'm going to be receiving the ball now. I need to bring out the big guns. The Fanatic is coming onto the field. My knocked out goblin doesn't get up. My dead goblin is still dead. And I've had my loony sent off, but we're okay. His rotters get up, but that wasn't too much of an issue. And let's see what I can do now. So again, we know where his Beast and Nurgle is going to be. He's adjusted his setup slightly. So we're going to wait both flanks. The one with Ripper is more reliable than the one with the Fanatic, just because of the Fanatic's random movement. But if I can get some good rolls with the Fanatic here, I could smash either one of these flanks if all goes to plan.
Did you hear about Helmet, tough as nails, Wolf? The madly sadistic chainsaw swinging star?
Oh, he's still ready to hire himself out, even if it means scything lizardmen's heads, whose scales, as he always complains, damage his chainsaw.
So right hand flank is a little bit weaker because I've got an extra goblin on the left, but yeah, it'll be fine. Yeah, they're kicking out of play. Yay for touchbacks. And this is where the extra movement comes in. Always give it to your pogoer. People will give it to trolls, but then they just go really stupid and never move. It's inevitable. Not going to go for it with him. That's a good enough position. Having a Fanatic in the back line can be relatively worrisome for them. So he goes really stupid. Another good start for trolls for this half. Takes out the tackle zone, which is bad. We'll have to put Ripper's tackle zone in there a little bit. So, noticing the gap that the Fanatics left in there, I will play the side shuffle. If you can, always try and push people into line with your Fanatics and just give him something to spin at. Okay, will I learn from my mistakes here, or will we live to repeat them? What I want to do now is just form a line just in front of them, not have anyone in base contact
Probably a good
but
thing we don't see them.
if I can take down that beastman, I can really push through on this flank. But I'm playing a goblin team, so being able to take out a beastman is by no means a given. So let's stack some modifiers. I can get to a 1 dice block with a reroll. Good enough.
In a game as physical as
Yeah,
this,
push him to the
player's really in
side.
the right
No
place.
follow up.
Exactly. It's really ugly.
And then step in. Come on, step in. Yeah, there we go. Covering off those. Basically, anywhere they can move to, we want to just block off. They only get 1 blitz a turn, so if we're not in base contact with them, it reduces the number of attacks coming at me. Have a goblin next to a troll. There goes the dog.
Did you know the Nurgle Rotters went missing in the Sea of Ice in '88?
That's right, Bob. They drifted for years. All the players frozen stiff in huge blocks of ice.
Until some local fishermen boarded the vessel and brought it southward. Once defrosted, they were quickly back in business.
That's right, Bob. By the time the boat arrived
So,
back to
sucker
shore,
him
the
in,
crew had
uses
become devoted fans.
rubbish movement to try and cover off where I'm running the ball. But it's still leaving a gap for me. I can sneak through there, as you've seen in the last touchdown. Handoffs, I'm not scared to do them. It's only 1 extra dice roll compared to holding the ball. You know, it's an automatically accurate pass. So if you get it in there, you normally be okay. Should be on 3s. And I've got reroll still. So, first things first. We need to clear out that goblin. So this is a risk. But it pays off.
Looks like there was some bad blood
Move
between
Ripper
those
up
two,
the
eh,
field,
Bob?
because that's the direction we're heading now.
Something to do with swapped body parts.
Now that goblin has no tackle zones on him. He can get the ball handed off to him. Do it. You can't stand there much longer. When the pain train comes from these pestigores.
Ew, slime balls, diseases, rotting flesh. To some, it's a beautiful
God.
sight, Bob.
Don't forget the smell.
So
Jim.
automatically accurate. Disturbing presence means
I
nothing.
didn't notice that pungent
And
acrid stench
then
of death and
run
bile.
away. Where can these beastmen get to? He's got me covered off pretty well because there's a beastman on both flanks. So the ball carrier can't escape too far. But let's stand some goblins next to people and make it more difficult. Next thing I need to do is try and stop this troll being really stupid. There isn't a safe action for him to do, but if I don't do anything, he's going to stay really stupid. Don't follow up next to a beast and Nurgle, because nobody wants to be stood there. Stand up another goblin just because it forced him to roll dice. Sometimes I'd leave him down, but at the moment, he is giving me the potential to keep my troll going. But I fail on my 2 dice block with the loony anyway. Sorry, with the fanatic. He knocks himself out. So, special weapons might appear to have been underwhelming this game, but the loony did take one person down and put him face down, and the fanatic has being a nuisance. I don't think it was too easy for him to deal with. That would have been nice to not take it out in my turn, but, you know, sometimes bad things happen.
That reminds me of when I took Griff to bits in the 91 final against Reichman.
Oh, yeah. Unique, Captain.
Again, it wasn't a troll dying, so we're not going to waste a reroll. Freeze up Ripper. Go on, Rip, you can do it. Stupid rotter, and we fail to go for it. Perhaps lucky. You have the loner skill on the star player, so if you want to use a team reroll, you need to roll a 4 up. But we got there. We got there in the end.
Looks a little dizzy. The touchdown is given. Now point goes up with the scoreboard.
And we just score. Screw that. It means I've got to hold for a couple of turns, and if I can, I get a win in game 1. Not too bad considering the awesome start of losing both trolls to the first 2 blocks. No one's getting back up, it seems. Nope. So we're stuck with the players we have. Hopefully there's still 11 people left. Should be, maybe. 7, 8. So 8 goblins and 3 trolls. We're good. We can still field our full starting number of players. This time, Ripper is going to sacrifice himself bravely for the team, because, in honesty, I don't give 2 shits if he dies, because it doesn't affect my lineup. So Ripper is going to stand there and trade blows with that Beast of Nurgle. Yeah, he takes the bait and dumps the Beast of Nurgle for me to fight. But all in all, if that just stays, so 2 of us just stood there not doing anything, Ripper's done his job here. So, turn 11. I've got to last to turn 16 without them scoring, because this is too good an opportunity to pass up.
Player has got the ball, and now he's the main target.
From that start, whilst a draw might be a good result, I would much rather have the win.
That's what happens when a pro crosses an amateur.
He's forming a nice beatstick line to pound, and then he fails his block. So we're going to play the stalling game now. I'm not trying to put tackle zones on the ball carrier. I'm trying to put tackle zones around where the ball carrier wants to move to. So I can stop him from being able to take the quick route downfield. That's job done.
This goblin team reminds
Probably should have
me of
moved
the
the Pogo
1496
up,
lowdown
but
rats. That
keeping him in
year
the
they
backfield
trained with a
probably
giant
isn't
black
the worst
warlord.
move at the moment.
Yeah, the Wolf ate 6 players and then ran
Do
away
I
with
want
the
a
slot.
troll to
It's the only
follow
ball
up
they had.
next to a
Some
Chaos
teams have
Warrior?
no luck.
No. No. Okay. That was probably going to be fine. As long as... Yeah, he's face down. That's fine. He should be good. If he wants to get
And don't
a
forget,
2
children,
dice block
don't
on my
try
troll,
and
he's
do
got to
this
put a
at
lot of
home.
resources
Remember,
into it.
these are
So
seasoned
we're
professionals.
fine with that.
One of them is anyway.
It's all good. Now, this is going to be a risk. Now, do you want to open up more tackle zones around where the ball carrier is going to be, which potentially weakens the centre? So I'm going to bring the sweeper in. He's going to cover off. And then let's see what we can do on this flank. And take that. Troll with Mighty Blow has a chance of putting him down, but it wasn't the worst result. So he moves forward, covering off a ball carrier. If he forms a tight cage here, I'm going to win the game.
So he's knocked them senseless.
Oh,
assuming then
there's a
that he had
stunty
something
coming in,
between his ears
badly
to begin.
hurt, that's fine.
Did you know
Get
one of
out.
the most
They're
unsportsmanlike
racking up
local
star
teams
player
out there
points
is
on
the
me though.
Decayed Renegade.
See, the other downside of playing goblins is you will help other teams get really, really strong. Until you use your special weapons to like assassinate somebody, it's just, it feels bad, man. Stand up, troll. Oh yeah. So, the reason why I say I tend to blitz with my Looney is because if the troll fails really stupid with the blitz action, it just sucks ass, man. It's just so bad. You not only have you lost his tackle zone, you've lost your blitz, you've lost the opportunity to do that block. So I would much rather put 5 goblins around somebody and blitz with a goblin than risk losing that blitz.
He may be a star,
But
but he hit the deck just like
that's
any
why
other
the
player.
Looney is my go-to blitzer normally. In this game, I think Ripper's stood in really well. He's more than paid for himself. Thank you for those inducements. But let's see what we can do. Ball carrier's far in the backfield. He hasn't broken anyone through my lines yet, but there's a lot of pressure on the line.
Under an agreement signed last season, the clubs are not allowed to
stand up
offer less
Ripper.
than the going rate.
This is probably a desperate times moment now. We're on a better route than that. Just to go for it, so let's stand somebody next to him. Go on. Okay, sorry, safe moves first. Stand other people up.
Ouch! Have a nice sleep.
Little baby gets his medicine and he's having a little nap. Nice left punch, right on the nose.
Sure was, Jim. It's broken now.
Okay, so just tackle zones again.
The Blood Bowl annals are littered with the stories of teams who've gone bust with crippling debts.
And with the cost of doping and bribery on the rise, the problem won't be going away.
So this is another thing you can do as well. I've got a reroll, so if it came up with just me down, I would have used it. But when it's both of us down, I'll take that against the Chaos Warrior every day of the week. Especially if you're playing in person, most players will take a push, which is what I would have been aiming for in that situation anyway. So 2 dice block they choose with a reroll isn't the worst thing in the world as your last action. Not saying it's good, I'm just saying it's not the worst. Could be a 3 dice they choose with no reroll. That's when you don't throw it. Oh, they're getting closer to the line, but the ball is still free up in the backfield. So if I can clear out space to get to a ball carrier, that troll could get a really good blitz. Potentially. because the Beast of Nurgle is really stupid. So if I can get Ripper to knock him down, it could go well. But as we say, safety first.
I've heard of teams that have simply disappeared after being abandoned by their supporters.
Let's say that some teams who haven't won a match for several years have been tied up by their fans
Mighty
and
Ball
thrown
comes
into
in.
rubbish containers.
It's the only way to end a downward spiral.
Come on, Troll. And fails really stupid. As I said, Trolls losing you the blitz is super annoying. But hey ho. Come on, Troll, don't fail me now. Shane the Pogo is going to be very, very brave and stand solo next to the Beastman who has the ball. Then let's all jump back. And that's where we fail. So it draws out the blitz, which is good.
Not dead.
And that wins us the game effectively. Forcing him to break off there. I probably would have just run it down the middle and gone for it twice. I'm not sure if he had the movement to make it with 2 goal for it, but he stops me from scoring a 3rd touchdown, but I was never going to play for the 3rd unless something really outrageous happened here. So let's just stand people up and see if I can get some star player points any way I can.
That's true, Jim. I think we're lucky commentating and watching the game from afar, Jim.
Oh, really stupid. Okay, so no star player points. If that troll would have stood up, I would have been feeling a little braver, but hey ho, was not to be.
What violence!
Yes, it's a
And troll down again.
Right in the face. The other guy couldn't
And
dodge
Ripper
that.
down. But that is the end of the game. There's no way you can score from here. Come on, just end your turn.
It is a violent sport.
The Blood Bowl annals are littered with the stories of teams who've gone bust with crippling debts.
And with the cost of doping and bribery on the rise, the problem won't be going away.
And that is the end of the match. So we get a 2-1 win. Despite losing both trolls for the first drive, I'm pretty happy with that. Could have been a lot worse. 50 gold is enough.
And they just continue to up the pressure.
The stats don't lie. Defeat
That lets me replace the goblin that I lost.
Doesn't need deep analysis.
Who gets the MVP?
possession is the key.
Alberta, no one we know. That could be you guys. That could be you. Okay, so let's have a look at the team
To
here.
their own half.
Own quarter, I'd say. Everybody clean. It can't be.
They must have
So I need to replace one dead goblin.
I hope so.
Yeah, obviously I could have used my my apothecary roll, but As you can see, 40 gold for a goblin is relatively easy to get to. That gold for a troll, it might as well be 1 million, because at this stage in the game you're not going to be earning that much. Your fan factor's not that high, so you need to keep those trolls alive. Do I want a cheerleader? No, we'll take a coach. Mainly because the cheerleaders on the goblin team make me a little bit ill. Okay, then a quick look at the standings. So I've got wizard men and orcs to come. Orcs are going to be next, so make sure you tune in for the next episode. And then standing wise, I'm second. The orcs got the 3 touchdown win. I only got the 2, so hey ho. We'll see how it goes in the next one. If I can take them down, I'll be feeling good about making the playoffs and the final. But hopefully it goes well and I can actually get that loony and fanatic to pull the weight. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this Let's Play Blood Bowl. As I say, haters gonna hate, and anything but a 1 will be fine. And tune in next time and we will smash some orcs. Or, let's be honest, we will get Black Orcs to the face.